Hello and welcome to your mat. My name is Stacey. For today's practice, if you have them, you'll want to have 1 to 2 yoga blocks and a yoga strap nearby. They are not necessary, they can be skipped or substituted with any other similar shaped household item. Go ahead and get what you need for your practice. I will meet you lying on your back in Shavasana. Take a minute to send your arms and legs wide away from your body. The gentle tuck of the chin welcomes length up the back of your neck. Begin to draw your breath in and out through your nose. And with each breath in, the belly rises up towards the ceiling. Each breath out, it settles down towards the floor. Big breath in, belly rise. And a soft breath out as the belly falls. Continue with that same slow rhythm of breath, not just here on your back, but throughout your entire practice today. Your body remains in stillness as you turn your gaze over to the right, allowing your right ear to find its way down towards your mat. The left shoulder remains heavy towards the floor, creating length up the left side of your neck. Holding on to that slow rhythm of breath, filling your belly, witnessing it rise and fall with every breath. Draw your gaze back through center, then over to the left. Bring your gaze back through center. Land for a cycle of breath. We'll start to awaken the body by wiggling fingers and toes. Find some rotations through your wrists and ankles in both directions. And slide your feet together at the bottom of your mat. And bend the right knee, bring the right knee in towards your belly. You can interlace your fingers around the knee, take hold of the back of your thigh. Or if you have a strap and you'd like, you can add length to your arms by taking the strap in both hands. Reach through the left foot, creating length up the entire left side of your body. With each breath out, gently hug the right knee in towards you. We can remain here in the center or start to take slow motion circles with the right leg. In both directions, moving slowly, looking for areas of tension. Wherever you feel the stretch most, we're going to pause there. The left hip remains heavy to the floor. We're not tipping onto the right side. And keep a deep flex in the left ankle with the toes pointing towards the ceiling. But the right ankle can soften. Draw the right knee back through center. Let the left knee come in to meet the right. Lengthen up the back of your spine. And as you breathe out, gently hug the knees in towards you. Inhales to lengthen, and exhales to squeeze. Maybe a rock from side to side, massaging your low back and pelvis. Land in the center. Left knee stays hugged in, right leg this time extends long. Deep flex in the right ankle, the right toes being drawn towards your face as you hug the left knee inwards. You can choose stillness or take slow motion circles with your left leg. Circling in both directions. And as you move through a point where you feel tension or tightness, wherever it feels best, we're going to pause there. Bring your left knee back through center. The right knee will join it. Both knees hug in towards your belly. Once again, an opportunity to rock from side to side if that feels good. Find your way to the center. Lower your left foot onto the ground. We'll send the right foot up towards the ceiling. You can interlace your fingers behind the right leg. You can hold onto your pants, or if you have a strap, you can loop that over your right foot, drawing the right toes towards your face for a stretch of the back half of the right leg. Left leg stays bent, or you can extend the left leg long. We're reaching through the right hip, sending the right hip crease to the back of the mat and down into the floor. At the same time, the right heel's reaching up towards the sky, with as much or as little bend in the right leg as you need, as long as you're feeling a stretch up the back of your right thigh. Every few breaths, maybe you're able to lengthen a bit more up the back of the right leg by either straightening the leg a little bit more or sending the toes towards the room behind you without lifting the right hip off of the floor. If the left leg is extended, we're going to bend the left knee. Bring the sole of the left foot onto the floor. Release your strap. Bend the right knee and cross the right leg over the left, meeting at the thighs as if you're sitting cross-legged in a chair. And with the legs crossed, draw the knees in towards your belly and send them over to the left for a twist. You can place pillows or blocks beneath the knees for support. And take whatever arm variation feels good and take your gaze to the ceiling or over to the right. Breathing deep into the lower right belly. Bring your gaze back through center. Let your knees find center as well. The knees are crossed. We're going to slowly uncross them by sliding down the length of our right calf, pausing when the right foot lands on the left thigh, creating a figure 4 shape with your legs. If that transition doesn't work for you, or if you chose to uncross your legs during your twist, you can just meet us in a figure 4 stretch, bringing the pinky toe edge of the right foot onto your left thigh. Ground down evenly through the left and right hip, lengthening through your low back. Guide the right knee away from your shoulders while continuing to press down through the left hip. If you're already feeling a stretch into the outer right hip and glute, you can stay as you are. If you'd like to go a little bit deeper, you can draw the left knee in towards you. Take hold of the back of the left thigh or the left shin by interlacing fingers or using your strap. Where can you find softness in the upper body? If you notice the shoulder or head lifting up off the floor, it could be a good indication that you would benefit from using a strap or placing your left foot on a block and allowing the arms to rest softly. As much as you draw the left knee in towards you, the right knee continues to reach away. And we'll slowly lower the left foot down to the mat. Let the right foot join it and extend both legs long to the bottom of your mat for a mini Shavasana here. Just noticing any subtle changes from side to side. And we'll bend through the knees, bring both feet onto the floor. Left foot this time is going to reach up towards the ceiling. You can either take hold of the back of the left leg, or you can use a strap over your left foot. Take a few minutes to find even weight on both sides of the pelvis. Decide how much of a bend you would like in the left leg. And if you'd like to extend the right leg, the bottom of the mat, that's an option here as well. If the right leg is extended, make sure it stays active, the right toes drawn towards your face. And keep breathing. Every few breaths, maybe you are able to go a little bit deeper into this pose, whether that means straightening your leg a little bit more, or sending the toes further to the room behind you, the heel towards the sky. And just a few more breaths in this position. And we'll bend the right knee, bring the sole of the right foot onto the floor. Start to release the strap. Bend your left knee, cross the left leg over the right as if you're sitting cross-legged in a chair. Your knees hug in towards your belly. We're going to find our twist in the opposite direction, so sending the legs this time over to the right. If the cross isn't working for you, you can always stack left foot on top of the right foot. Option to place pillows or blocks beneath your knees. Choose whatever arm and gaze feels best to you today. We're breathing deep into the lower left belly. Draw your knees back through center. We'll start to slowly slide the legs out of that cross, bringing the pinky toe edge of the left foot onto the right thigh for your figure 4 stretch, or whatever transition works for you. You can shift the weight a little bit from the left hip to the right hip. See if you can find a stretch through the outer hip and glute. If you're not quite feeling it, you're welcome to draw the right knee in towards you. Take hold of the back of the right thigh or the right shin. Option to use your strap here to add length to your arms, or to place your right foot on a block or up against a wall instead. You can position the right knee a little bit more towards the midline or out towards the edge of your mat. See where it feels best. If you're starting to lift your tailbone up off of the mat, offer length through your low back, sending it back down towards the floor. Lower your right foot. Let the left foot join it. Take a gentle rock of your knees from side to side. Bring the knees in towards your belly. Reach the right arm overhead and roll over onto your right side. Rounding through your back body. Taking a deep breath into the back half of your body, the ribs expanding in all directions. When you feel ready in your own time, find your way up to a tabletop position. From your tabletop position, we'll take a few sways from side to side, sending one shoulder to your hip and then the other. Let your head fall heavy. Pause in the center. We'll move into child's pose. Send your hips back towards your heels. Bring your forehead to the mat as your fingertips slide away from you. You can have as much or as little space between your thighs for your belly as you like. Rise back up all the way. Tabletop shoulders are over the wrists, hips are over the knees. We'll move through cat and cow. Take a big breath in, let your belly drop, pull your heart forward, the gaze comes up. Exhale for a rounded spine. Hollow out the chest as you look to your belly. Big breath in, cow pose. Exhale for a rounded spine like a Halloween cat. Look to the belly. Inhale, cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale. Exhale. Take 3 more. Follow your own rhythm of breath. Land in a neutral spine. Bring the left palm to the floor beneath your face. Reach the right fingertips up overhead, opening your heart to the right side of the room. Thread the right arm between your left arm and your body. Right palm faces up as you slide it over to the right side, lowering the top right corner of your head to the floor. The right shoulder lowers as well. Thread the needle arms. The left palm can stay on the mat with the elbow pointing up. Applying gentle pressure to deepen your twist, but never being forceful. Another option is to extend the left fingertips long. The right fingertips are reaching over to the left side of the room as the entire right arm presses down into the mat. Slide the left palm back in front of your face if it's not still there. Press down through the left hand. Reach the right fingertips up towards the sky. And then bring your right hand down to the mat, taking the place of the left. Left fingertips reach up and overhead, opening your heart now to the left side of the room. Thread the left arm through over to the right. As you lower the top left corner of your head to the mat. You can keep the right hand where it is with the elbow bent, or extend it long. The left palm is facing the ceiling as you extend through the left fingertips. Bend the right elbow, bring the right hand back towards your face. Press down through the right palm. Lift the left hand up. Lower your left palm to the mat. Send your hips back towards the heels. Slide your fingertips away. Child's pose. This can be as active or as passive as you like. For an active version, you're sliding the fingertips away, pressing down firm. Extending through the fingertips as you draw the shoulders back into their joints. Let the hips grow heavy. For more of a passive version, you can bend the elbows, relaxing the arms down onto the mat. Draw yourself back forward, tabletop. And extend your right leg long behind you. Turn the right toes to the right side of the room. We're going to bend the right knee, step forward to the top right corner of your mat. Take as many steps as you need to get there. You can have as much or as little bend in the back leg as you like. Heel toe, walk the right foot through center. Coming into a low lunge. You can bring your hands up onto blocks. That'll offer a little more length through your low back. The right knee is pointing the same direction as your right toes. Making sure that we're active through our legs. We're not just collapsing into this lunge. We think of squeezing the left thigh muscle in towards the bone. And make sure that the weight is evenly rooted on all four corners of the right foot. We're not tipping onto the pinky toe edge. We'll start with or without the blocks to walk your hands back towards your hips. Straightening through the right leg, we're going to come up onto the right heel. And we're guiding the left hip back towards the left heel, not the right hip. Making sure the hips are coming back towards the back of the mat evenly. And we're drawing the heart beyond the right toes. Walk your hands back forward. We're going to walk the right foot towards the outer edge of the mat. With the right foot at the edge of the mat, be light on the toes so that the foot can pivot if it needs. We'll just take a few little hula hoop motions with the hips. In both directions. And pause in neutral. Send your hips back a little bit so you're able to slide your right leg back to meet the left. And take a gentle sway of your hips from side to side. Preparing for the opposite side, we're going to extend the left leg long. Turn your left toes to face the left side of the room. Bend your left knee, step forward. The top left corner of your mat. Take a moment to adjust. And then we'll heel toe the left foot towards the midline for your low lunge. You can keep the legs about hip distance apart. Adjust your stance to have as much or as little bend in the right leg as necessary that you feel a stretch, but are able to hold this position for extended period without pain or discomfort. Those legs are active. It's as though the left heel is being drawn towards the back of the mat, the right knee being drawn forward without actually moving them. And we'll start to walk the hands back towards the hips. Your choice if you bring blocks with them or not. And we're going to come up onto the left heel with the left leg straight. And start to hinge forward. But we're not rounding into a cat-like back here. Instead of trying to touch your forehead to your shin, reach the heart beyond your toes as you lengthen the tailbone away from the top of your head. Play with the position of your hips, sending them over to the left a little bit. See where it feels best. At the same time, lifting your tailbone away from the mat. Just a few more breaths in this position. then we'll walk our hands back forward. Find your low lunge to begin. Walk your left foot out to the outer edge of your mat. And become light on the toes so that the foot is able to pivot. We'll take those little hula hoop motions with the hips. In both directions. Land in neutral. Send your hips back a little bit so you're able to slide the left leg back to meet the right. From your tabletop, take a little sway of the hips from side to side. And we'll walk the knees back a couple of inches. Find a modified plank. And then slowly lower down onto your belly. The palms are on the floor beneath the shoulders. Elbows squeeze in towards your body and back towards your heels. Shoelace side pressing down into the mat as you reach through the big toes. Take an inhale, lengthen and lift. Collarbones or 1 or 2 ribs comes up off of the mat. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lengthen and lift. We're going to hold the lift this time. Keep pressing down through your feet, reaching through the big toes. We're pressing down so much so that the legs become active, the knees start to lift. Stay open through the chest and heart, and keep breathing. Slowly lower the forehead down to the mat, maybe stacking your arms on top of each other. You can rest your forehead on your hands, or you can turn your gaze over to the left. Just taking a mini front laying Shavasana. Bring your gaze back through center. We'll remain on our belly, but we'll turn our toes of the left foot over to the left. Start to slide your left knee over to the left as well. Bringing the left knee roughly in line with the left hip. Deep flex in the ankle, so that there's roughly a 90-degree angle at the hip, a 90-degree at the knee, and a 90-degree at your ankle. Left toes are pointing to the left side of the room. You can stay just as you are. And if you'd like to bring a little bit of a stretch into the front of the right leg, you can bend at the right knee, bring the right heel in towards your glutes. Reach back with your right hand or a strap to draw the right foot in towards you a little bit closer. Keep the right knee reaching for the mat. And if you had a pair of jeans on with a zipper, the entire zipper from the base to the button would be pressing into the mat as well. Slowly release your right foot onto the floor if it's lifted. Extend your left leg long to meet the right. Once again, resting with your forehead on your hands, or turn your gaze over to the right. Gaze comes back through center. Turn the right toes to face the right side of the room. Bend your right knee, slide the right knee out beside you. The right knee is roughly in line with the right hip, the inseam of the right pant leg on the floor or facing the floor. Deep flex in the right ankle so that the sole of the right foot is facing the bottom edge of the mat. Picture that imaginary zipper pressing into the mat. An option to bend the left knee, draw the left heel in towards you, reaching back with either your left hand or a strap. Draw the left heel in closer towards the glute without lifting your left knee. The left thigh bone is pressing down into the mat. Even weight on the left and right hip. Release the left leg if it's drawn in. Extend the right leg long to meet the left. And bring the hands beside you. Let the palms find the floor beneath the shoulders. Elbows draw in towards you. Press through the hands. Lift yourself through tabletop. Send your hips back towards the heels for child's pose. Breathing space into your entire back body, the shoulders, the upper back, the mid back and ribs, the low back, hips, and pelvis. The entire back body expanding as one with every breath. Find your way back up through tabletop. One last sway from side to side, releasing any last remaining tension. We'll lower one hip onto the mat. Extend your legs out long as you find your way onto your back. Bend your knees, soles of your feet onto the floor. And walk the feet a little bit wider apart as the knees tip into touch. Just taking a few moments to release your low back into the earth beneath you. Draw the knees away from each other, but keep the feet wide at the edges of your mat. With that wide stance, we're going to tip the knees over to the right for a twist. You have the option here of placing pillows or blocks beneath your knees for support. And if the left knee is close to the ground, option to place the right heel on top of it for some added weight. Your gaze remains at the ceiling or over to the left. Gaze comes back through center. If the right foot is lifted, you can lower it back onto the mat as the knees find center as well. Walk the feet wider once again if they've drawn towards each other. Bring the knees apart, lengthen through your spine, and then find your twist in the opposite direction. Sending your knees over to the left. You'll feel the right hip lifting up and over to the left as the inner right knee reaches for the floor. You can always bring a pillow or block to fill the space between it. Or if it's close to the ground, you can place your left heel on top of the right knee, encouraging it down without being forceful. Gaze is at the ceiling or over to the right. Bring your gaze back through center. Release the left foot onto the floor if it's on your knee. And draw the knees through center. Take a gentle rock of the legs from side to side, releasing any tension that may have developed. If you have low back or hip sensitivities, maybe you choose to tip the knees in here, supporting one another. finishing your practice in a supported, restful pose. And if you'd prefer, you can now extend your legs long to the bottom of your mat, taking them wide to the bottom corners and preparing your body for its final resting pose, Shavasana. You can bring your arms at your sides, let the palms face up. Create a sense of openness through your chest by tucking the shoulder blades beneath you. If you haven't done so already, consider closing your eyes. With the eyelids closed, the gaze becomes soft behind them. Turn your awareness to the breath without the visual distractions of the room around you. You can better focus on the gentle rise and fall of the body. The expansion, the softening that occurs with every breath. Relax your face, your jaw. Allow all of the muscles of your body to melt away from the bones and into your mat, growing heavier and heavier with each breath out. Without judgment, without attachment, take note of your body. Any subtle changes that may have occurred from when you first landed here on your mat. Send yourself some gratitude for carving out an hour of your day for just you. You can meet with your body in practice to settle into stillness and breath. When you do feel ready to get up and go, do so as slowly and mindfully as you can, taking a little bit of your practice with you into the rest of your day and week to follow. With such gratitude for you joining me in practice today and always. Namaste.